This is episode 204 of the InnerFight podcast. Welcome to another episode of the InnerFight podcast. My name is Marcus Smith, founder of InnerFight.com. We're back with the Coaches Cast, and we have a brand new member of our team to introduce you, and she is going to share all of her wisdom with you, no matter where you are in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Let's jump right in. This is it. This is so much motivation. Mia's actually picked up her microphone. We're live. This is it. This is another podcast. Welcome back, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. As it said in the intro, 204, 203 was good. Cameron Nickel, lots of good feedback about him. 205, which, truth be told, we've actually just recorded, haven't we, Phil?
Yes.
Would you rate that as good podcast?
Yeah, it was good.
So, folks, the podcast is now going double weekly. You can get it on a Monday, or if you're extra geeky and nerdy, you'll actually see that it comes in iTunes one day before. Shh, don't tell anyone. That's especially for you guys that listen. If you watch on the show, it comes on the same day, but that's also fine too. Don't listen to it a day early. It'll spoil it the day that it comes out on the video, obviously.
Why have you got shirts on?
And here we go. Let's speak to them. Boz, how are you? Microphone not working. Didn't listen to it. That's what I told you. It's and hold it nicely.
Okay, hold it. You can hold it like this. Okay.
We're going to speak a little bit slower for you this week.
Thank you.
So that you can understand us. I do respect that English is not Phil's first language. He speaks Wigan number 1 and then number 2. And Moonshine, make sure the camera, the beautiful Mia, is joining us.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Some sense of humour already. Still no Matt Jones. We've absolutely lost Matt Jones. If anyone has seen a guy called Matt Jones, he was last seen in Dubai airport about 10 days ago.
Only communicates via Snapchat
only
now.
Communicates to, not only to, I don't know about his wife, but to his friends.
Just his brother.
His work colleagues, only on Snapchat. But hopefully Matt Jones will come back. He's told me he's going to be back around the 12th. So I put him in his first class on the 16th.
Yeah, it's
just a
give it a 4-day buffer.
4-day buffer just to make sure. So what's happening in the news? Mia is here. Mia, you need to, in 1 minute, introduce yourself. Sell yourself to all the listeners as to why they should come and just hang out with you.
Hang out with me in the gym?
Well, wherever. Okay. I don't really
mind.
Just
wherever you want to hang out.
You're still staying at my house as long as I don't get a whole dribble of them.
Just another day or two.
Go on.
Then I'm going to be with Carmen.
Tell us. Don't like it.
Okay. However, yeah.
Don't tell him that.
I actually don't care. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on.
Okay. I'm Mia. I'm from Sweden. I'm 25, going 26 this year.
Damn.
I've been doing
When's your birthday?
29th May. Last day of regionals this year.
All right, yeah. So
Party.
You're older than me.
Phil might even...
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so young.
Yeah.
Phil might even celebrate with you, depending on what happens.
It really
what happens at regionals.
Or he might just absolutely not.
Yeah, or you'll be on suicide watch.
So, 26? What else can you offer the table at 26 years old? What else can you offer us? Come on. Give us something.
Please. Come on,
English, yeah.
I've been doing CrossFit for 2.5 years, and before that I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. We need to be careful about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna break your arms.
That's karate.
Anyway.
And you actually competed at a really high level in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I did okay.
You can tell everyone how
What
good you
level
are.
were you? Like, belt-wise or whatever?
I actually just did jiu-jitsu like...
Good
I'm
question,
proud of you,
Boz.
Boz.
Well
I'm
done.
proud of
This
you,
is
Boz.
probably the best question I ever asked
It
somebody.
is,
Or
yeah.
maybe it's the first question I ever
insightful.
asked.
Maybe it's a
Insightful,
good
yeah.
question, yeah.
Okay,
Answer
yeah. Okay, if you shut up.
See, the real dicks the whole time, so you just have to get used to it.
I actually only did jiu-jitsu like 1 year. Before that, I did grappling. It's similar, but without the gear.
So naked.
This is awesome.
Just like shorts and sport bra.
Okay.
Shorts and
So
sport
yeah,
bra.
it's still kind of awesome.
So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
difference is like doing grappling, you have to grip the arms or the wrists or the legs, and in jiu-jitsu you just grab the gear and use it to do like choking and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but
That's like but there's jiu-jitsu with gi and without gi, right?
yeah, and I did the first 3 years I did without gi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the harder one? Because there's nothing...
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have nothing to grip in.
So what do you
But
just grip
actually,
people's throats?
it depends, because when I went over to
Yeah.
the with the gi,
Yeah.
it was harder for me because they could do stuff I didn't knew.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
just grab the gi and choke me with
Right.
the gi, and
With the gi.
yeah.
Yeah, so
So much
Carl
fun.
came in the other day with a big mark down here, but he's still walking, so I was a bit disappointed.
Yeah. So when you think you're like rolling out of it something, you
Yeah.
actually can roll into it, just choke out.
And the gi gets a lot tighter as
Yeah.
you... Wow, that's
Yeah,
pretty
so-
interesting.
It depends. Both are hard, but depends on what you done before.
So you've been doing CrossFit 2 years. Last year, you were a champion. You went to a special place in CrossFit. Tell us a little bit about that quickly.
Yeah, I moved to Malmö another time from where I grew up, and I joined CrossFit Fabriken
Yep.
and their team for regionals, and then we went to the games
Wow.
and ended up 9th.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's cool.
That's a lot better than 29th, isn't it?
a lot better.
Way
like
better.
20 places better.
But you had 5 other people helping you out. so
Pretty much.
It's, wow, amazing. So Mira will be teaching you in many different things, and of course you can connect with
Don't
her.
argue back with her.
Don't. Fucking
Yeah.
hell, I thought Boz was tough. This is it now.
Boss is all talk.
Yeah,
really.
well,
I'm
You
not
are
talk.
all
I
talk,
just have a
aren't
big
you?
mouth.
That we know. Well, welcome. Boz, talking about your big mouth, it's
Yes.
got you in trouble, it got me in trouble,
But-
and now it's got 13 other people in trouble
But
that
they
have
chose
done
to do it. Like that was
1,000 burpees
yeah. There's like 13,000 burpees done in 1 week.
in 1 week.
That's impressive.
Most inspirational for me was Bada.
Yes.
5 hours, 20 minutes he took. But
Yeah.
I think the
I think
young...
Zabi was my favourite.
Yeah, the young guys as well.
Zabi just showed up.
Walked in.
Like, I was like, hi, what you up to? I just assumed he was doing the class.
Yeah.
And I looked over and he's just cracking on with burpees. So,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
pretty cool.
on his own.
Folks can still check that out. Go over to innerfight.com/burpee challenge. There's a wall of fame in there, hall of fame, whatever you want. Your name will go up there if you prove that you've done it to us, or if you have done it in the gym. We've had a lot of people outside of the gym that have also done it, which is super cool. We're not overly stressed about your time. It's not a massive race, because I lost. No, but I think for a lot of people, it's just getting it done. It obviously matters that Carmen beat me, and I'm still upset now. And no, I didn't let her beat me, despite what a load of people asked me. They're like, "So you let her win?" I was like, "No, I didn't. I lost, and I'm pissed off
actually
about
getting
it."
fitter on the Red Zone
Yeah?
program.
Oh, kudos.
It's
There we
working.
go.
Ah.
Surprised. A little bit surprised. But if you do want to do that, folks, it's quite an interesting experience. Anywhere between, I think someone's told us they did it in an hour and 15. Again, I'm not really sure, and the times don't really matter, but it can take anywhere between just over an hour to 5
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
And it's just get it done, do it in your own gym. On that page as well, innerfight.com/burpee challenge, there is a demonstration of what a burpee actually looks like, because I
Yeah.
think some
They
people...
fade a bit away after like 500-600,
Yeah,
right?
it's like-
you're like, should I jump or
Yeah,
just act like jumping?
I think in the 400s, I was trying to jump, and then I sort of had to really hit myself and make sure I was still extended
Yeah, full
fully and
extension. Yeah,
touching
yeah.
myself on the back of the head and shit. But I think a couple of times I just didn't jump. But some effort to get all of your body on the floor so your chest and hips touch, and then to get upright.
Yeah.
Some Assads were terrible. He was
Standard, yeah.
it's just not good. It's how he does them in the class. It's how he did them then. Just not cool. But folks, if you want to do that, that's very cool. It's an interesting time. There's not many people that have done 1,000 burpees. There is a few people, and you should join it. innerfight.com/burpee challenge. No matter where you are in the world, get it done. Just get a clock in front of you, press go, get some chalk next to you or a pen next to you, and just tick off every 10. I think one of the best things is people have been quite smart about it. They've done like 10 a minute or a certain
Or
number,
5
and
every 30 seconds
I think
like
that
you do.
really,
It helps you keep motivated, I guess.
I think it
doesn't
Yeah.
really. I saw some guys do it. I saw some guys here do it, and they didn't really have much of a strategy like that. And they ended up in the last 400. You just kind of lose your shit.
Yeah.
You know, so it helps you to stay
Yeah,
focused.
true.
So that
just
was
small numbers in your head, and that's what I kept thinking. Just do 10,
Yeah,
just do 10 again, and I knew I couldn't think of the big number. Like
Yeah.
if you done 400, and you're gonna think, oh my god,
yeah.
do 600 more, you're gonna
It's
lose
tough.
it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
think of that. Think of just ticking off the 10s, and well done to everyone that's done it. We might make a little plaque up here upstairs in the gym. And yes, those that have asked, we'll have a challenge next month, and we'll have a challenge every month. Some of the challenges Phil Hesketh will be able to do. This one, his toes still sore.
Mohammed Qasim yesterday asked for 1,000 kettlebell swings.
I don't think we should carry on the 1,000
I
thing.
think thousands is
Yeah.
There's not
maybe.
many things apart from burpees that you can do 1,000 of without some bad repercussions.
thrusters
That's
done, air squats done, push-ups done, lunges. There's not many else.
Wow.
I would if I was going to do 1,000 kettlebell swings, I'd want it to be at like 8 kilos.
Yeah.
I think that would
It's
be.
not always going to be 1,000
And I
or something.
think your
It
hands
could be.
would just...
Yeah, your hands would not be in good shape.
No.
Yeah, some. If you've got ideas as well, folks, let us know. Winning at InnerFight.com. What you want to see, the challenges. If you send in some good ideas, we'll use them. Truckloads of questions. I run questions daily on my Snapchat. If you don't want to listen to it, just keep tapping the screen. That's okay. But I got a lot of... I want to ask, favourite people to follow in Snapchat? Phil.
Jonesy.
Matt Jones.
Yeah.
Carmen.
Same, Matt Jonesy. What, somebody else?
Anyone else? You can't pick the same.
Who do I...
Mia.
Yeah.
Who
I
do you- who's your favourite?
actually only watch you guys, like your guys.
Really?
Snapchat. I don't really watch
Me
that
is good, yeah.
Mia, who's your
Because
favourite?
I'm a lot in
You.
it.
It's only on you.
Who do you follow outside of the people that you know? Anyone?
No. Just now when I move here, a lot of people are here, but I don't know anyone.
That's
So
all right.
I only watch like you guys and my Swedish friends.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Who's
nice
good
ones?
in Sweden?
Maybe
Not even-
maybe not for me, but
I watched all the Best of British training camp stuff over.
that's
last,
really good.
I-
Yeah.
That's been good. That they
I mean, it's finished now, but what's their account?
Best of British 10.
Best of British 10.
Yeah,
that was quite cool.
They do a lot of training camps. They had all the elite girls in this week.
Yeah.
So that was good watching. Sam Briggs just
Yeah.
smashing some workouts and stuff. So that's
Quite
it's quite a good idea. That I like the Snapchat in that you can post things over and over.
Yeah.
Without it getting boring. Like you could post the same thing.
Yeah.
Like just training.
Yep.
And if you don't want to watch it,
If
you don't want to watch it. Move
yeah.
on. But
if you've got a desk job that you hate and you sit there all
Whereas-
day on your phone,
yeah.
just watch it.
You can't really post all that stuff on Instagram because
Yeah.
you can't. You just flood it, otherwise people unfollow you.
People will unfollow you. That's for sure. I think,
Who do you follow?
mate, people that I find I said to Carmen, Arnold Schwarzenegger's quite good.
I don't know how to find their name.
Did you see him
Mate,
yesterday?
Yeah,
It was good,
It was
eh?
good. Yeah, it
That
was
was
You
very
really
just
good.
good.
search. You just search on
know
there.
what I did initially, because I was like, yeah, there's a lot of people just posting kind of stuff that I post, like coffee and some stuff, and I wasn't really getting that much out of it. Like some stuff I super like, but then I was like, I thought of like famous people, and I think I actually searched in Google like famous people or inspirational people on Snapchat. And just got a load of ideas, had a look at some of them, got rid of a few of them. Arnie was on there.
What's Arnie up to?
Mate, like one day he was just doing like a cycle tour around Edinburgh. And he's like, this is a paparazzi, look at them. This guy is so fit. I cycled all around Edinburgh. And this guy is still taking pictures. And like there's a guy on the floor just going, tick, 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 tick. I'm so impressed with him. Like, and yeah, it's just quite cool. I just wish he'd post a bit more. You know who's actually, I hate to say it, and I really hope he's not listening, but James Wyatt's one of my favourite Snapchatters because he's just
true.
like the other day, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but the other day he goes to hospital for the first scan. He's got a child coming. Congratulations!
I saw that.
Yeah, that's super cool. And he goes, I can't be fucked to drive home. She's driving. I'm like, I know she hasn't just delivered, but he's then made his wife drive home.
Yeah.
And the next snap, he's in a nail spa getting a pedicure. I'm just like, what is this guy doing? So I think but a lot too much on cats. He puts a lot of cats on
Cats.
there.
Everyone's getting cats.
I know.
What's the deal?
What is the deal with you? You had a dog. You've got a rabbit.
Dogs is okay.
Yeah.
Dogs are
Rabbit.
loyal.
Rabbits. are-
Rabbits are
They love
quite
you back.
Rabbits are quite
don't-
fun.
Cats don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cats actually hate their owners most of the time.
I don't know. And now he's actually trying to traumatize me or trying to convince me to get a dog for the gym, and all he does is
I can
tag
bring
me.
my dog.
Yeah,
No.
bring your
You
dog.
can't.
Please, Marcus.
No.
It's just
Oh,
this
It
little
won't-
French
it won't
bulldog.
work.
It won't work. It's just so unhygienic. It's gross. All the
No.
dog hair's on the floor.
But
They
that's why
clean
they
all the
clean
time.
Yeah, that's. But James just keeps on tagging me in Instagram pictures that have dogs on them, and he's found one dog that has like really short hair the other day, and he goes, "This one will be fine." 'cause
Yeah,
it's
my
got-"
dog.
Anyway, next.
Like no here.
But yeah, follow Matt Jones in
Is that-
Snapchat. He's quite funny. It is the only way he communicates. So
I think it's really good for him that he's found an outlet for all his weird. He must bottle quite a lot of stuff up. And
do you
now
think it's good or bad?
Yeah, it's good for him. He just get it all out, all those weird language and stuff that he does.
If you want to have a look at all of the coaches on Snapchat, also Ben Davies is very active on
Oh my
Snapchat
God,
these
yesterday.
days. I like the
His
fact
teeth.
that his teeth are just so bright.
So
and,
close to the camera.
and
It's like,
that iPhone 4 camera is
Worst.
it's just so clear. I think Moonshine will be buying it off him very soon.
He has two jobs and he can't even get an iPhone 5.
It's maybe
5 or 6?
6. He needs a 6.
Oh my god, he's 2 behind.
Maybe it'll be his birthday soon and we'll all chip in and get him a decent one. But I actually like the fact that it's really blurry. But if you do want to see all of the coaches, what they're up to, and as well follow the InnerFight account, which that guy behind the camera over there is supposed to update more regularly and isn't.
Childish
behaviour.
he only posts bad pictures.
Bad pictures.
Look like a dwarf.
Like
Go over to InnerFight.com/Snapchat. You will find everyone's accounts and you can get involved with that conversation if you want to, if you find it interesting. Some quick questions which are actually super important. Phil, you're up first. Protein bars, yes or no? Bearing in mind that on your Snapchat, I've seen you've eaten about 8 in the last 24 hours.
I guess they're not really. I think you answered this on your Snapchat the other day as well. Like a lot of the time, they put a load of whey protein into it, and sell it as like a 20 gram of protein bar. But then you don't actually look at all the other stuff that goes into it. Usually, one of the first ingredients on there is like the what's it called? The oil that they use to put in there.
Yeah, I know exactly, but I can't remember it.
Like the corn syrup oil and things like that, and just loads of sugar.
Yeah,
and it kind of a lot of the negatives usually outweigh. I eat them because sometimes they taste good.
Yeah,
and I probably shouldn't eat them, but I do.
Right. Generally,
sorry about that.
Generally, it's a no. Then
for most people, I would say no. Usually, the protein bars, the negatives usually outweigh the positives on it.
I think, and just to get one thing straight, the ones that we have here at the gym, the Pro bars, are not just direct protein bars. They're almost a meal replacement. One of them's got 390 calories in, so that's a different kettle of fish. Talking about sugar, Carmen, is sugar craving a breakable habit? Is it your body's call for energy deficit, and can you trick your body into not craving sugar? Is it physical or mental? What's your take on sugar cravings? Is it a habit?
I think it's probably first a physical thing,
right?
But because you're just used to having it, and then when you're not eating well, you're just gonna crave for the sugar because you're just hungry. Your sugar levels drop, and then you're gonna want to have this.
I agree. I think that's the physical side to it.
But when you just stop for sugar for a while, I can't say like how long it would take, maybe 2 or 3 weeks without any sugar.
Yeah.
And when you then want to have sugar, it's probably a mental thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not anymore physical. It's just because you just used
tastes
to.
Good.
It's like smoking almost.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, it's a release of dopamine as well, isn't it? Like you satisfy that craving and you feel good.
I get it really bad. Like every so often, you just
think
want sugar so bad, and then once it gets into your head once, like it's quite hard to get it out. I don't know, and then you just. I actually read recently that it's usually a lack of fats in your diet is why you're craving it, because you want that energy straight away. But if you had a more sustainable energy source like a fat-based diet, you wouldn't have that craving for just that instant like energy hit.
One thing that I find as well is I think sometimes maybe after we've eaten food, we maybe crave sugar quickly, but that window is maybe about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and if you sort of resist it in that 20 or 30 minutes by doing whatever, then it sort of goes.
Sometimes when I crave for it, I just eat so much of it at once that I just feel sick almost, and then I have it like a couple months. I just don't want to eat it anymore. I just eat the whole pack, and then or sometimes I just eat so much, and then the rest I just throw away. I just don't want to look at it anymore.
It is super addictive though as well, so physically you need it, and I think mentally as well there's this addiction to going and having it. And I think when you see stuff like, even if you think like everything that's in sugar, you go and buy a coffee, there's a muffin or there's some biscuits there loaded with sugar, it is quite a lot around us. There's a box of biscuits there on the table.
Talking about sugar.
Might as well have actually missed them now. And that's why you should watch the video version. Hopefully that gets that question. Here's another cool quick question. In CrossFit, squatting to parallel, does it count or only below? In gyms, you see bodybuilder type people only going to parallel or above. Why, Mia?
If you're going to compete, you need to be below parallel.
Sorry?
But, I mean, if you're not going to compete and during training, I think go to parallel is fine.
Yeah. I think some people generally have a problem to get lower, and
I think you should not ever go lower than you have mobility to. Because some people try to go lower because we say go below parallel, and they start to go on their toes and lost their back and everything.
And you see a lot of people actually getting super low in the squat that everything just kind of collapses. They call it a little bit of butt winking and stuff like that.
Yeah, the below parallel all it is a standard.
Yeah,
it's just a standard that you can measure, like the hip crease below the knee.
Yeah.
So, but if you want to do the open and things like that, then yes, you have to be practicing that. But like you said, like there's no reason to force that depth if they just don't have it. Like,
what would you prefer to see people do though? Would you prefer to see like what if the limiting factor is the weight? We want to go get a little bit lighter so they can hit a standard of on or around parallel.
I think you should test their air squat, see what their mobility is, and if they can squat to a depth with good form, then that is the depth they should squat to no matter what they do, even if it's a 1 rep max. I don't like it when I know that someone can squat all the way down with good form, but because they've overloaded the weight on the bar,
they're not getting it.
They're scared to go all the way down. They should have built the strength through that full range of motion. So I think if you have the range and you can keep good form, then you should always squat through that full range.
I think one thing that's good about that the weight that you said there is obviously what you put into pure strength a lot bars, the box squats, because it actually gives you the confidence of taking, you know that there's a box there, so you're pretty much not gonna die. You know, everything's going to be okay. You're not going to get stuck on it. You're going to go down and it's going to be comfortable. So you can actually get into loading the bar up a lot heavier. And I think that,
and you can work in phases too. You can start just parallel, and then the next, like when you feel really good, you can go a bit lower,
a little bit lower,
and then. And
so it's a bit better for injury, like because Matt's had a few injuries,
I think it's a lot better.
His knees and his hips, but he seems absolutely fine when he squats to a box.
It's less quad dominant. When you squat, it's more like posterior chain. You're going to use much more glutes and hamstrings. And I think most people have just really weak hips. I even have weak hips. I just discovered that today.
After the burpees?
No, at the disc. But it's just very good to activate your glutes more. And you have less stress on your knees. So it's not like sometimes maybe people think when we make them squat on a box, something like, but we're not going all the way down. Like, why is this a problem? It's just something different. Like it's just another way to squat.
I definitely think it helps people build that confidence, and as you said, the cool thing with a box squat, you can play with the range of motion as well, so that might be one way to do it. And I think as well, like if you look at people that maybe have problems getting on parallel or below, generally their knees are sort of coming in, or there's some dysfunction with their hip, whereas you can put a box there and just say sit back on it like you're going to sit on the toilet, and naturally they sort of open up a lot more, so that could help.
That was pretty funny.
A lot more. That could help.
Open up.
See?
And then we have to call the cleaner. He opened up too much.
Here we go. There's another one. This is back to you, so watch out. There's another one about squats. It's from one of your biggest fans, I'm sure. Morning podcast question about squats. What should the ratios be between them, approximately? My back squat is 17 kilos more than my front squat, but my overhead squat is the same as my front squat. You don't have to say it's me. Phil will know it's me, but thought it was a good topic. Plus, and this is quite a good point, everyone batters back squats when maybe front squat is more useful when it comes to lifting. So obviously, mate, you can thank Claire Noble for that and just go ahead and answer.
Obviously Noble. I think with the back squat to front squat ratio, like your back squat should be more. I think with most people it always is more. It's hard to put like an exact number on it, but I think around 10 to 20%, something like that. Like, so obviously hers, with her back, if you're lifting less, then that gap is going to be smaller. I'd probably base it off a percentage, not an actual number of kilos. But the overhead squat to front squat thing, I don't actually think is that uncommon. I think that comes down a lot to mobility and just how good you are at jerking. Like you see, like at the even at the games last year, like Rich Froning, I think went for 400 pounds overhead squat. Not last year, the year before, 400 pound overhead squat, and that's probably about the same as what he can front squat. So if he could get it overhead, he could squat it. Noble just has incredible overhead mobility. So, and she is quite good at doing split jerks. So if she can get the weight overhead, she can squat it. So there's not a huge difference between her front and overhead squat. But then you see on the opposite end of that, most people that come in to the classes just have really poor overhead mobility. Like my front squat is way more than my overhead squat. But I guess you girls probably.
I think I can overhead squat more than front squat if I could get it up. I can't jerk that much.
So just a really strong overhead position, but not as strong in the rack position.
No.
Oh, wow. What's your difference then, Boz? Back squat?
I think before my injury, I squatted like at 135 once.
Right. Front squat?
Front squat 119.
16 kilos.
Overhead squat?
Overhead squat, I only did the max I did was 95 for a double from the ground.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares if you did it 10 times.
They
just
do.
care
So
about
each one about 10 or 15 kilos
10 or 15.
lighter.
What about you?
Back squat 140 and front squat's a double 115.
No, not double.
No one cares about doubles. Just
But I don't know. Single, I don't know. 100 maybe last time I did a heavy
it's
single.
115.
115.
It's 115 because you've done it once. Relax. Overhead.
102.
What's yours?
221.
Is it really 221?
Yes, that's it. 221.
That's awesome.
And then 180 front squat. So that's what 20%.
20%.
Yeah.
And then another 20% less than that for my overhead squat.
140.
140. Yeah, just because overhead mobility is not great. I know that if I could jerk it, I could squat it.
Yeah. There we go. So hopefully that helps, Claire. Yeah. There's your answer. Or the thoughts that we had.
It's not really an answer. I don't know what she really wants from me.
This is the second part of the question is quite interesting, or we should address quickly. Everyone batters back squats. I guess she means obviously for you guys. I'll translate because she speaks Geordie, and it's a very special part of the UK.
She does back squats a lot.
She does back. Everyone does back squats a lot, is what she's saying. Maybe front squat is more useful when it comes to lifting. And I think if anyone does listen to the podcast that's coming out on next week, 205 with John, that he answered that question quite well. But obviously, I think that's one of the limiting factors as well, isn't it? So it could be 50-50. For us, it's about 50-50 in our programming.
We always try and put one of each in a week. There's like a direct relation between front squats and like then anything that goes into a rack position, basically like cleans and squat cleans, thrusters, even like your overhead stuff because you get used to holding really heavy weight on your shoulders there. But I still think back squat is the best strength building exercise, and I would always put more back squats in than I did front squats. I don't know, just for myself.
Here comes Shadia. She says, "Hi, InnerFight team, loving the podcast. I heard Inner Talk 6 with Phil the other day, and it really inspired me." Yes. You must have smiled. To continue to prioritize and focus on my goals that are related and also not related to fitness, mate. You're inspiring people all over the shop. My question,
a good week for me.
She goes on to say, my question is about raisins.
Oh my God,
I tried to keep a straight face.
Raisins.
You're inspired her.
How is that anything? I did not talk about raisins.
Did you give her raisins?
Someone else is going to have to read the questions out next week. I like to have something sweet on a daily basis. And by coincidence, I realized how awesome frozen raisins are as a treat. By coincidence. That's crazy.
Oh, they must hurt your teeth.
Yeah, frozen raisin. I wonder if that's... No, they must be hard. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but it probably melts very quickly, and then it's like a straight...
So, the question is threefold. First off, and we'll answer it as it goes. What do you think of raisins? So, thoughts on raisins, Boz?
I don't know. I like it more when it's made, when it's wine.
Yeah, good answer.
Next.
Any decent answers?
A lot of sugar, right?
A lot of sugar. High fructose content. Can I continue to have them? And this kind of leads into the third part of the question. How much in grams can I have on a daily basis? Difficult question. I mean, your body, technically, I can tell you, your body needs 5 grams of sugar a day. So you can have 5 grams worth, and that's your sugar for the whole day, based that you don't have anything else that has sugar in it. And she says if you recommend cutting them out, which but
if you're exercising, like she comes and trains once or maybe twice a day sometimes, I think like more than 5 grams is you probably need a bit more. And then she says if you recommend cutting them out, which if you're happy with them and you're not having too many, I don't, what could be the replacement? Go and check out innerfight.com/food. There is loads of natural sweet stuff cooked by Holly available there.
I think there's about 20 or 30 different things.
I think it's easy when you have a tree, just take a hand. Like one hand and then
but
be happy about
Hollywood
it.
used dried fruit in some of her recipes, like the flapjacks or things like that.
Yeah, stuff like dates a lot, mate, like, because that's obviously a good or a cleaner way to put sugar in. And some stuff that has apricots in, because that's quite a sweet fruit. I think she's made some stuff that might have her favourite in, which is pineapple. She was so excited. She got to my house. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we'd cooked some burgers the night before, and we'd done big rings of pineapple and stuff. And I thought she'd be hungry because you were when you came. So we saved her some food, and I said, "Do you want to eat?" She's like, "Oh yeah, thanks." Anyway, she starts eating. She goes, "Oh my god, it's pineapple!" I'm like, "Oh yeah." She likes pineapple.
I love pineapple.
Favorite? Is that your favorite fruit?
Yeah.
But hates fish.
Yeah.
There you go. There's no correlation between the two.
What if you eat pineapple with a little bit of fish?
No.
It destroys the pineapple.
Yeah.
All the joy of it.
All the joy of it. There we go. So yeah, it is used, mate. Fruit, obviously, as natural as fructose used in the sweet stuff, is obviously a lot better than just rubbish sugar. So that's Shadia. She's super inspired by Phil.
Sweet.
Which is
and his raisins.
And his raisins. That honestly, mate, that's I think that's the first time that we've been told that someone's inspired by you. So I think it's a good day for you.
Finally, yeah.
Unlike Boz, who's inspiring everyone.
Oh yeah, I am. People, I already forgot I'm inspired.
Yeah, mate, your client again, Claire Noble, has another question. Which actually, this is not such a silly question. So don't make me laugh when I ask it. Topical question for today, because I'm rough as shit. I was once told that it takes your body approximately 3 to 5 days to recover fully from consuming alcohol. So, if you train 5 days a week and then go for a few beers every weekend, she's definitely got a spreadsheet about this, you're literally just recovering from the previous weekend when you hit it again. Therefore, training progress will be super slow, stroke zero. True story, ? Claire Noble.
I'm going to go with true story.
True story?
Or at least 50% true.
Yeah? But
it depends how much you drink.
Yeah, I want to go with that.
If you drink like 2 beers and then over the whole evening, you wouldn't. I don't think. I wouldn't feel it.
Talking 2 beers.
I wouldn't feel it. But knowing Noble, it's not 2 beers.
Right.
It's brunch.
Yeah, it's
Dubai brunch. They go out,
high heels,
drink so much sugar,
lots of makeup,
stealing big bottles of champagne,
champers.
Yeah, I think up to 3 to 4 drinks is probably not going to have much of an effect.
It would on me.
Anything over...
I can have like 5 beers
and
then train the next day.
1 drink, you're done?
Yeah, I get so affected by drinking if I try to train. If I drink, I can't train. No.
I can have like... Before the burpee challenge, I had like 1.5 liters beer and some Jägermeister shots, and I still beat you. So
the day before. Right before.
I'll tell you something else.
Yeah?
The first year that Phil was here and we were doing the open, before every open workout, I had 2 beers, not directly before the night before, and I won 3 of the 5.
I see.
But I poisoned him in one of them.
Yeah.
You poisoned him. You made Holly poison.
One of them you poisoned me. The first 2 I was still just
jet lagged.
Yeah. Jet lagged.
So many excuses. I think under a couple of drinks, obviously how your tolerance is, but definitely I think if you're having a lot, or if you're having a lot, then I think my personal opinion is for 2 or 3 days it does affect you. And I think one of the things as well, or I know one of the things as well with alcohol, is that it often goes hand in hand with bad food. I know you guys were all having lunch with Claire the other day, and I saw alcohol on the table, but I saw more like big plates of sweets and stuff. So these kind of, which is fine, like everyone's got their choices, but these things are going together. And then even I had a client the other day who on Friday had some business associates and some really pathetic excuse, and was really hungover on Saturday and had 2 cheeseburgers from McDonald's.
Yeah, so mix that with a disrupted night's sleep as well.
Yeah, because you don't sleep good. Yeah. No. Like some nights I would have on the weekend maybe even 1 glass or 2 glasses of wine, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I wouldn't sleep well. If it's, I don't know, sometimes I've put it down to that. So that's the tips there, Claire. Hopefully if you get that in check, then your front squat will become bigger than your overhead squat, and your back squat will also be better than it currently is. Some interesting articles that I picked up on. First one, Men's Health, exercises for better sex.
None.
No exercise.
Mobility.
I'm way too tired.
Way too
I
tired.
get home and just go straight to, as soon as I finish work. If I've been training that day, I go to bed about 20 minutes after I get home. Sorry.
I won't go into too much detail. It actually gives you the sexual position, and then it tells you the exercise to make it hotter, which is a lot of detail. But the first one, I think this is directed at men. It says you need to be getting into a bowing push-up position to be better in the missionary position.
Show me.
Yeah, so you need to get this angle here going on to get things right there.
Staying hollow.
The second one, hollow body bridge, is very important for the position of cowgirl. if guys or girls want to get more involved in this, menshealth.com is where this article's at.
Mooney's taking notes.
This guy's having sex with his girlfriend while she's cooking. He's still the dishwater is
still on.
It's still on. If he doesn't get it finished soon, it's going to be all over the floor. But he wants and they've called it the Iron Chef. So to make this one a bit better, you need a sandbag bear hug squat. I have no idea.
Jonesy was making Cheetal do them the other day.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Was.
That could be an option. We've got an advert here. Oh, this one looks a little bit more romantic. V-sit progression is good for the face-off position. That's one of the things there.
Girl sitting in the lap.
I know, girl sitting in the lap. Pretty straightforward.
I did all
stuff.
those V-sits yesterday.
You guys did a lot of V-sits yesterday, so for the old doggy style, the exercise to make it hotter is a kneeling band. Kneeling, you could actually chuck this straight into pure strength next week.
Yesterday.
It's a kneeling band resisted hip thrust.
Yes.
So figure out that.
Pure facers.
Pure facers will be absolutely all over that. That's something a little bit interesting from there. Another pretty much more serious article that I want to get you guys' thoughts on. The title, this was over on Breaking Muscle. Again, another really, really good resource. Breaking Muscle have actually opened up a coaches section, which I tried to subscribe to for the coaches the other day. Didn't work, so they've got some technical errors there. I was ready to pay the $100. Anyway, the question here is perfectionism holding back your training? And they sort of go on to speak about, what's perfect versus pretty good. So can we get some thoughts on that? Should we be perfecting everything? And then they talk about stop starting over. So don't scrap the session and go back to the start if it doesn't work. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Be kinder to yourself. The expedition of a lifetime, so enjoy the journey. Put your best foot forward, so do stuff that you're good at. What do we think about this? Should we be trying to perfect every movement, or should we just be happy with sometimes getting close?
I think it really differs. As if you're a professional athlete, I think you should be trying to look for as much perfection as possible in everything you do, because it really makes a difference when you get to that higher end of competition. And the people that are technically just better and more efficient, we'll be able to do more work usually. Yeah. But I think when it comes to the classes, and we talked about this a little bit this morning, sometimes I think coaches try and overcoach too much stuff, and it really stops the progress of the class. Whereas I think sometimes I would just put safety over perfection. Yeah. Like things like the snatch. It's really difficult on someone's first session to learn how to move. You can't move perfectly in your first session, but you can move safely and get a really good workout and leave tired and leave feeling absolutely fine. Yeah. But the main thing was safety, not perfection. Yeah. Whereas other times it is important. We're doing heavy snatches or something like that. Then you would spend more time, really looking at it and trying to build the skill and build it. But like this morning's where it was just 75, really light, really fast. Yeah. Just safety is the main thing.
What did you think about this morning's class?
It was good.
Don't lie.
I had a good class.
More controversy on this podcast gets better. If you tell everyone that their snatches were shit, it's okay.
A lot of them sucked.
Yeah, a lot of them sucked. Like one just did clean and jerks instead, and I was like, "Are you not snatching?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm trying." It's like, okay.
Then that's
Let's
fine.
start over.
Yeah. Are you sort of on that same school that as long as people are safe and having fun, that's the reason why they come, right?
Of course. Yeah, of course.
What about in your own training? How do you balance perfection and sort of not getting too... Well, you're a chick, so emotional.
She's very emotional.
I think I tried to do both.
No, she's not.
Like, if you just see yesterday, we were supposed to do bar muscle ups in training with Carmen and Phil, but I sucked so much, so he wouldn't let me do any.
Didn't let you join in.
He let me do like 200 hollow rocks.
How's your abs today? Just shredded?
They were so hard. No, but I think both. Like sometimes you need to go for perfection, but sometimes you need to get the volume and just train.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though it's not perfect.
Yeah. Your execution of the IKEA shopping the other day was perfection, though.
Yeah, it was perfect. Except when Carmen tried to
help you,
tell me lies.
You did it on purpose, didn't you? You told her on purpose the lats for the bed 30 centimeters short. Did you or didn't you?
I honestly believe that was the right one because I said, Mia, please trust me now. And she's like, I don't know. And then she checks and like, no, it's not the right one. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
You tried to con both of us that the mattress came rolled up. Never in my life have I bought a mattress that's been rolled up.
But all them in IKEA are, except the expensive ones.
This could be it.
The shitty ones are.
Andrew
and the good ones are not.
Okay, no.
This could definitely be it.
We have to go back to IKEA. Put your phone away and we'll go to the mattress and we'll ask for another mattress and you'll see it's rolled.
Boz, perfection? No.
Me?
Yeah.
She's perfect.
You are perfect.
No, I like to work, like keeping good form and try to...
But you spent a lot of time, like, when we first moved here, we spent a lot of time just really focusing on specific movements because we didn't have any competitions coming up soon. Yeah. So we could really just focus on, like, we would do a lot of just 10 to 20 minute EMOMs of just one gymnastic movement and just, practice that over and over again and get really good at specific things. Then we did, we really focused on sled for a little bit. Then we did, hang snatches and really focus on certain little things. Yeah. But now as it's getting closer to the open, like, it's our sort of competition phase, you're kind of throwing it all in and you know that you're doing a 20-minute workout, your form sometimes gets sloppy. Right. But you just got to hope that all that work you put in our, like, so-called off-season like, is going to keep your form as good as possible for as long as possible. Right. But sometimes you've just got to, and not so much in training, but you get to a competition. Yeah. Sometimes you've got to round your back a little bit. Sometimes you've got to get into a bad position, and you just got to do work if you want to win.
Well, it's kind of like that, isn't it? As well, like even in any professional sport, people are pushing super hard, and that's how injuries do happen. But if it's the ones that are pushing harder that will win. Yeah. Whatever's on at stake.
A guy, you watch a rugby match and someone gets concussed doing a try-saving tackle. Yeah, like it was worth it. They trained all the time, tackling with the right shoulder. Yeah. But then right at the end, when you're tired, you put your head in the wrong position. Yeah. You saved a try, you got concussed for it. It was still, as a sportsman, you'd still be happy with the decision you made.
Absolutely. Yeah. Going back to because I put out. Someone asked me on my Snapchat. Actually,
I actually have to go.
Really?
Yep. There so I'm going to say
Phil's out.
Yep. See you later, guys.
I'll answer this. I'll answer to 12.
12 o'clock. I got clients. James is waiting to run.
James is waiting to run. We'll carry on here. This is the question that's probably got the most, and I'm on my own now with two of the girls, so it's a dodgy one. This is a question that's got the most asked in the last week. Does sex affect fitness? And not when should we be having it, but how should we control it? Boz, what's your thoughts?
When you should have sex?
No.
Before or after? First of all, find a boyfriend or a girlfriend. This otherwise, you have to pay for it.
And it can get expensive sometimes. What do we reckon, though? How does having too much sex or not enough sex affect our athletic performance?
I don't know with too much because I don't have too much.
Not enough? Does it make you go for? Do you think that it'd give you more?
Do I really have
energy?
To talk about it? My mom listens to this.
It's okay. I'll talk about it technically then. Salim told me outright the other day. As soon as he got rid of his girlfriend, this is the first time I see you embarrassed.
No, I'm not embarrassed.
Salim told me outright as soon as he stopped seeing his girlfriend. I don't know how much sex he was having with his girlfriend, but his performance went up. So I actually believe that,
it's like every time you have sex, your testosterone level
testosterone goes, exactly.
Yeah, and if it's high, the performance is going to be better.
Yeah,
that's why I'm performing so well now.
Exactly, because your testosterone is so high.
High.
So I believe it affects your training.
I believe it absolutely. Technically, from a scientific point of view, I'm with you. If you get rid of all your testosterone before you train, and you just you're
just gonna be tired.
You're just gonna be tired. Yeah. So
just
guys
if you
out
still
there,
have energy after training,
well, this is the thing as well, and this is where people. Yeah, exactly. This is where you need testosterone obviously to recover and all that. But after training, your testosterone is generally super high, depending on if you've trained properly or not. So if guys or girls, because it's the same for both, girls have testosterone as well. Some of them way too much, Boz. But not you. Not you. Why are you looking at me?
I'm not saying it because you're the only one sitting in front of me.
You're looking at me like you want to kill me. But it could actually be spiked highly after exercise. But I'm with Mia here. If you really want to have a good workout, having mad sex before it is probably going to dish out all of your testosterone.
Yeah, when I had a boyfriend, I never had sex like before competition. No.
Yeah, there we go. See, she's speaking from good experience there.
Yeah. I never had a boyfriend before. Once I started CrossFit, nobody wanted me.
The only question that was actually specifically for Phil, he's not even here to answer.
We can answer it.
Yeah, we'll answer it.
You actually both can. A question for Phil. A question for Carmen and Mia. How do you approach the open workouts? Do you do a test run maybe once or twice? And in basically, it's written a bit funny. And in training, what training do you do in the run up each week to the workout release? So the first bit, should we be practicing the workouts once or twice?
No. What I did, it was just once it came out, I went to the gym and did it.
Right.
That's it. If it was a really bad score in the end, then I would redo it.
Yeah.
But I mean like a bad score as in speaking like not qualifying for regionals.
Right.
I would, if I'm just like having fun in the gym and I want to see where I'm at in Europe or wherever, I would just do it and then like go really hard once you're doing it and then be happy with your score and then the next week you can enjoy your whole week and train. But maybe like the day before the workout releases, I would not maybe train as hard as
because
you don't know what's coming up.
Because you don't know what's coming up. You don't want to be really sore.
200 toes to bar and then the workout is toes to bar.
I think just do some good conditioning. Keep your engine working in the open. That's the most important thing. Don't work on strength or like you don't need to do your back squat cycle. I think during the open.
It's a waste of time.
You should just maintain your strength, but don't think of getting stronger.
What about breaking? I've seen this quite a bit. I've used it not effectively, but sort of breaking down the workout a little bit. And maybe if you think that, for example, let's take a workout of just front squats and toe to bar, any reps you want, but it's an 8-minute AMRAP. What about doing it the day before for 3 minutes? So you kind of get to feel what that stimulus is like. I've seen a lot of people do this. I actually had a coach, the one time I had a coach for CrossFit, he made me do it. I actually didn't really enjoy it.
No, because you already know how much it's going to hurt. Yeah. And then once it starts to hurt, you're going to stop.
You sort of switch off.
I think we train so much and like do movements together so much, so it's not going to be a surprise how it feels doing front squats and toes to bar.
Yeah. What I do think is good is just think about it before you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like what's your rep scheme going to be? Like know a number you can always hit. Like I can always do 5 toes to bar. Right. I know that if I rest 10 seconds, I know I can do 5 toes to bar.
I think that's important to like decide how much rest you're going to have. Decide a rep scheme and then how much rest you're going to have between the sets. So otherwise the rest is just taking all of the time.
And then as we said there in the run up to each workout, just sort of, so the workouts come out Thursday night. If folks haven't registered games.crossfit.com, you can register. As we said a couple of weeks ago, if you want to be a judge, you need to do the judges course as well. If you want to be a judge, do the judges course. We were talking a lot about that a couple of weeks ago. It is coming up. The Open does start in about 20 days, so if people want to get involved in that. But the workout's released on a Thursday night in America, Friday here. So, on that Thursday, maybe take it a little bit easy. As Mia said, on a Wednesday or Thursday, you don't want to do a million toe to bar or really repetitive of one movement. But like you said, Boz, probably more conditioning-based stuff. Hopefully that answers Daryl's question. And one final question that we can fit in comes from a guy, Sam O'Shea, says, as a triathlete training over 25 hours a week between the hot climates of Abu Dhabi and Phuket, should I ever just be drinking water? Boz, you're the nutrition guru. I'm going to let you answer this before
I think you should always be able to drink water. You can always drink water, but I think if he's training, he should add like electrolytes in it.
Yeah.
But like during the day, I think there's also something that too much of electrolytes. Like you can have too much salt.
Yeah.
And
your body's
then
just
you will just
trying
get
to excrete it.
too much, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact numbers of that, but...
Mia, since you've been here, have you felt that you're drinking a lot more water?
I always drink a lot of water.
Even when it's cold?
I never drink coffee or anything, so I always have my
water
water bottle.
What do you drink except water?
Nothing.
That's it?
Yeah.
No
like
tea?
Sometimes juice in the morning, but only if it's like weekend or something.
Pineapple juice?
No.
Orange juice. No tea? You don't drink tea, hot chocolate, nothing like that?
Nothing.
So healthy.
Why am I so fat?
It's probably why you're so strong. But
no, I only drink water. I never add anything in it. No
electrolytes.
Not even sparkling water, right?
No, not even sparkling water.
You don't like sparkling water?
She doesn't like sparkles.
Doesn't eat fish. I'm trying to get you a boyfriend here. This is like a dating show. Hasn't worked for Carmen yet, but...
And I like almost everything. There's something wrong. I think they saw that one picture you just saw.
I'm with you, Boz, that I think electrolytes are decent, but I think at the same time, especially a lot of the stuff that's on the market is quite high in sugar as well. So something basic. I actually use these drops, elite electrolyte drops, which are flavorless and don't have really anything in them that is just pure electrolyte. So hopefully that... I think there should be a huge percentage of what we're drinking should actually be water as opposed to other stuff, because essentially everything has water in it, right? Coffee's made up of water, but if I drank coffee all day, I'm not sure.
Really dehydrated.
I'm not sure I'd have any Snapchat followers left. That's about all that's going on. For those folks that do come down to the gym and do want to do the burpee challenge, let us know, InnerFight.com/burpee challenge. Boz has just had another cookie because they make you super hydrated. And also the base fitness class from Valentine's Day, which is what day, Boz?
My mouth is full of cookie, mate. The 13th.
The 13th? Are you sure about that?
No, the 14th, I know. The 14th.
From Sunday the 14th, the base fitness class goes 3 times a week in the morning, 6 a.m. on a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. It is taught by everyone, by all of the coaches. We're expecting Matt Jones to be back sometime around then. He will only teach again from the 16th, but you'll see all of us up there teaching base fitness as well as all the other classes. Of course, if you have any questions, drop us a mail, winning@innerfight.com. Interact with the coaches on various platforms of social media. Their Snapchat at the moment seems to be the social media of choice. As I said, hop over to the page, innerfight.com/Snapchat for all their user names. Boz, thank you for your positive contribution.
Thank you.
Mia, welcome to our team.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a lot more...
More what? Say what? Say what?
For everything.
I'm going to get smoked by Boz here. I'm going to finish up. Hopefully Jonesy will be back next week.